Hello, it's me. I'm here. Trying to be more effectively framed in the camera here. Let's slide this real quick. That's a bit better. And let me know how the audio is. I turned the sound down a little bit because the game was loud in the video that I was looking at when I was reviewing past streams and taking a look at this video bit since it was pulled back more. Because I got a new camera that I think is going to work out very nicely, and that actually lets me zoom, which my long-serving previous camera just did not. So I don't need to save that data. This is something I want to do in the future, deck draft mode, where we just draft a deck entirely, like we're in a Magic the Gathering draft or some other game where you get 3 choices at a time and then you draft your whole deck that way, which seems like it'd be fun for randomization. But this time, we are just going to try out this slasher deck, a set of sharpened skills for an agent handy with a blade. So we get Slash, Jumping Stab, Caltrops, Hidden Blade, Scratch, Counter Stab, Shove, Shift, Jab, Snap Strike, Quick Block, Front Kick, 3-punch combo, Puncture, Swap, and Heavy Strike. So a fair amount of bleed, but not entirely bleed-oriented. So we're going to start that. When I was playing offline, I beat the ninja boss, which opened up I Completi, which is like a kind of mafia-ish group. And I'm curious to find out whether, like, how does the scaling work? If I select these people first, does it... Okay, there you go. By starting your game on a later mission, you will make the game more difficult, and as you will forego any rewards you would earn through playing from the start. So let's go back to there. I'm not so hardcore that I'm going to go ahead and start on a more difficult level, just not just right now. So I get a free movement card each turn as the enhancement that comes with this slasher deck. All right, so we're in a bathroom. Got a toilet here. This is like a sink. Is that right? Yeah. So we've got a normal thug who hits for 6, and a biker who kicks for 5 and 1 push. What have I got? Free movement. Counter stab. You do 6, and you do 5. You attack first. Now, counter stab is only going to be at a range of 1, I believe. So I can kick you into this, and it will, like, you'll take damage from the knockback. So let's go ahead and do that. Block. Free block is free. I have 2, so let's go ahead and stab. Poke, poke, poke. Then I'm going to do this counter. I'll get to counter stab this enemy, probably not this enemy because they're going to kick me. Cool, so 4 damage and 3 bleed. But I did not take any damage. So you come over here, you're going to take 3 and then 2 and then 1. But it's not quite enough to take you out so quickly. You don't have any block, okay. So I can shove you people around. Next attack deals 4 bleeding when the target has no block. So Hidden Blade and then Jump Stab would be pretty great, but... Okay, well, I can swap you, and then you're gonna get hit by this enemy, which is great. And 20. So let's go ahead and use Hidden Blade, and then Jumping Slash, which takes combo but not momentum. And oh, you have to do it from 2 away. Okay. Well, that now I'm gonna roll back because I should have paid attention. So this is at a range of 2. So I can do Hidden Blade, and then Jumping Stab to you. Jump Stab. So that's going to be 7 bleed, and you have 2 health left, so that is going to take you out entirely. And then I'm going to swap you over there. And I shove you over there. Kind of doesn't matter. Bleed, bleed. Snap strike, scratch, heavy strike. So it's 14 at a range of up to 2. Okay, so I can do snap strike, takes them out entirely. And then heavy strike over here, which moves me up. And then I can scratch. They're at 5 bleed, so they're gonna bleed out. Cool. Let's do our replay. Lined up. I wanted to do the jump stab over there, but I couldn't because it was range of 2, and then I just jumped and stabbed that person and then threw people around for a while. Heavy attack, stabby point, hit, and then enemies bleeding out on their turn is kind of funny. Alright, so we get the bonus money and we get the card from the fight. So 1 dodge for 1 is pretty good. I got a card that's like this, but a little bit, I think you also got to move, and that was pretty great, but it had some other stuff going on. Shift. How many move cards do I have already? I have shove and shift. So shove moves them, shift moves me. Swap. Yeah, I do not have much in the way of moves, so I'm going to go ahead and take shift. We're looking good on health, so I'm going to go to the bathroom instead of the garage. So bathroom gives me the option for either. I'm still trying to figure out how, like, okay, there's the bleed. I want to have the ability to maneuver around, but I don't need things to be as closed in as like with the aggressive deck, which I was playing some offline, which is very fun, but also high risk because it doesn't do much in the way of defense. Shift. So you have 5 and much, 20 and 18. So I'm going to move up here. Oh, okay, so free movement goes away if you don't play it first. Is that how this works? Nope, that's not the discard pile. So the that dissolved one just goes away entirely for whatever reason. Oh, so I was hoping that this door was open and I could just kick this person into the void, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And front kick, knock them into that. Hidden blade and puncture. So it's going to do 2, and then they have 6 bleed. They have 5 health, so that one's going to go out. Discard if not played as a first card of a turn. Got it. And you push, you funk, you punch. Oh, free block there. Okay, so these people are going to hit each other if I move this way, so let's do that. Snap strike. And so this gives me a bunch more combo, because I would go up to 6 combo, but this does a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and do that in heavy strike. I block, take a little bit of damage, and this one comes up and kicks, and then the counter. So they're 14, 13, and 6 here. So Caltrops does 2 bleeding to everybody and ignores block, but it does cost 2. Leaping slash, I need the range. So you're at 6, you don't have bleed. Okay, there's no bleed on anybody right now. Let's see. No, that's not that. So I want to be able to use this free movement if I can, but I'm not sure. And I'd like to be able to use jumping stab, but it's going to be hard to. So let's see, if I move you here, then I move there, no. If I move you here, 2 spots away. So to be 2 spots away from someone, I really need to be here, or here for you. Now I can swap to get to here, but that doesn't do me much good because then shove is the only. So let's go movement here, and then swap. Okay, so now I need to slash you to get my combo back up, and then I can jumping stab on you. There we go. And you're gonna bleed out, but then I can shove you into you and do some damage to that enemy. 2 people bleed out at once. Let's use that free movement to get over there. So that's how this deck works, is you have to move first, or otherwise you have very few movement options. That's an interesting constraint. You're gonna do damage and push. So I'll shove you into the sink, block, shift, counter stab, and scratch, put some bleed on. And I've got the block, which is fine. Kick me. And then I need to finish this turn, or finish this fight in 2 more turns, which is not a problem in the least bit. Here's our replay. Fixing the cufflinks bit is pretty fun. Reminds me of how I think The Rock, in basically every picture that is being taken, he does that. He's doing like this thing where it's like fixing your cufflinks because that's the pose that he seems comfortable with. Which honestly, like, I get. It took me a long time to get even remotely comfortable having my picture taken. All right. Took just a tiny bit of damage there. So we get a card and some extra money. Push, dodge. Now we didn't take dodge last time because we took the standard move. So let's go ahead and take the dodge this time. And now we have 110. Long strike, head smash. Head smash is pretty appealing because with the bleed deck, it's a lot of, I'm going to hit you, put some bleed on you, and then you're going to take a fair amount of damage over the next few turns. But also this is a game where I want to finish fights quickly. And so something like Head Smash gives me a larger chunk of damage all at once. But it is an end combo, which makes using the jumping stab harder. So that's 120, I only have 110. What's Hidden Blade do? Next attack does 6 bleeding when the target has no block, but it does not reduce the cost. Snap Strike goes up to 6 and plus 2 damage modifier is nice. But of course that damage modifier doesn't apply to the bleed, just to the punch part. So Snap Strike and 3-punch combo is pretty good. Excuse me. So dodge goes up to 3. That's pretty cool, but I think I want to focus on my offense. So this goes down to 1 cost. That sounds great. And then I made it so that I can't upgrade anything else. I thought some of these other slash cards were not going to be quite so spendy. So swap becomes free. Let's go back and see what we can buy. We can buy the Head Smash with 60. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now we go to the pool room. Is this like a, what is that? It's a jukebox? Yeah, cool. All right, so we've got the welder, security, and a pistol person. So you will auto attack. So what if I shove you over here, and then shift will get me to here. You auto attack, you don't counter. So let's heavy strike for a nice big bop. and then this is just next attack, so it will carry over to next turn. And this person gets shot. And then you're going to come and charge at me here. You've got 6 left. But my next attack will do extra bleed. So you're at 20. You've got 9. I'm going to shift over here and get that. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, look at this. If I use 3-punch combo, I will do 4 bleed each hit. That's great. Cool. So you've got 12 bleed on you, you're done. So I can shift over here and then puncture or front kick. That won't move you into range of this person. And this, yeah, you're not going to get to fire because you're going to bleed out. So let's go ahead and just do this front kick. It's more damage. You were done anyway. Great. So that's 2 down, more enemies coming in. And these are the last 2. So you are just a normal puncher. I'm going to put some bleed on this enemy basically as soon as possible. So let's hit you with a jab real quick. And got 4, so I can't use everything. Great. Yeah, so this bleed is not going to apply. Oh, actually, this does ignore block. So we use caltrops, and then I'm going to switch with you. You are going to attack me, unfortunately. And my counter is not especially good. I guess that must be a, like, the counter gives bleed if... Counter stab, deal 4 damage and 3 bleeding if the target has no block. Got it. So, right, I can just do this to you. Do I need to do anything? I don't think I need the movement here. I've got some other stuff. So this is 16. If I snap strike first, then this will do more damage because of the enhance. And now you are at 27. So if I just do a dodge, then I'm not going to get hit by you, so I'm going to go ahead and do a scratch to put more bleed on. So now you've got 6 bleed on you. So I get missed. And you're at 22. I'm at 1 combo, so let's go ahead and do that. Gets me up to 2 combo. Apply a quick block. Heavy strike is 15. 15 plus the knockback takes you out. Oh, it's not knockback. There we go. And this is at range 2. So do I want to suffer some damage and get to use the jumping stab? Or do I just shift out of the way? Because you attack at range 1. I have 4 turns to finish this fight. So I'm going to be not as aggressive, and I'm just going to pull back for a second. They take the bleed and move up on me, and this one comes around. So when I swap, you will turn to face me. So let's do a quick jab. You have how much left? So the scratch won't do anything to them just yet, but if I hidden blade and then I 3-punch combo, at least they'll put some bleed on. Now they have as much bleed as they do health, so I can swap, and then I can scratch this enemy to put some bleed on. And that will finish it. Bleed. A blowtorch, yeah. So we've got the welders in the biker gang area. So they attack at a distance of up to 3 spaces, and I think they do an injury if kind of it gets through your block. So yeah, this is this slasher deck with like knives and shivs and things. Got burned a bit. The kind of almost kind of reminds me of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That kind of double hands up block animation. Boop, boop. And then I just watch as they fall over. So we get the money bonus and a upgraded card. Do I want this? Combo finisher. 18 plus 2 damage per combo to an enemy up to 2 tiles away. Or increase combo by 4. Panic Dash is movement. Free movement card each turn. Okay. Because we took the head smash for a finisher. I'm gonna go ahead and take Jolt because it's free. Gym. Let's see. I can get some more money. This is protect. I'm gonna go ahead and risk it by going to the powder room, which cuts off the option for medical just for right now. So there's one place I can kick people out of the world. So these will auto attack. So if I shove, let's see, yeah, you push for 4. So if I swapped these, like this one would push that one, but then that one would push me. So I guess what I want to do here is I'm going to swap to there. Now I can smash you against the wall, but you will auto attack. So turn to face. Jolt for free combo. And I don't get to do either of these. Yeah, we're protecting, this is like an ambassador, is that right? The British ambassador, for some reason. I guess this character is like MI6 type. You've got 18, you've got 30. So I can counter stab where, yeah, so this will take, the ambassador will take 8 damage and has 28 health. So as long as the ambassador has more than 0 health, it's fine. Which is a little callous, but so it goes. I can do heavy strike now, and then I have block for the counter, and then we'll counter with a knife. I did take a little bit because I was against the wall. But now I can move here. Nope, that was a bad idea. Let's roll back. So, quick block, and then counter stab. And now we're gonna do that heavy strike. And then the knife puts you away. So we can gonna shift to here because it puts me in range to be able to protect the ambassador more effectively. After getting punched. Okay, so jumping stab needs range of 2, but I can go ahead and if I snap strike, I will get countered by the security immediately. So you've got 30. I can shift to over here. So now I snap strike. We're going to use Hidden Blade to say that this puncture now does a bunch of bleed. And I wish I could knock you around because jumping stab needs to be at range 2. So getting closed in, this enemy's coming up on you, but you have enough health to be able to take the push. It just means that if I end up over here, then we're both going to have a harder time. You've got 12 and 5 bleed. You're healthy. You're pretty healthy. So I think I will be okay not needing that move card. I can punch you because then, yeah, if you punch this enemy, then you're going to end up having a bad time because you go second. Yeah, people have compared this to Super Hot, which is a video game that I recognize the visuals of, but have not played, and I think that comparison is pretty good. I can turn off the blood, which is probably for the best. And then I guess I don't need to scratch you because you're going to take 8. Bleed, and then hit, and then the ambassador gets shoved around. So I can move back and then do my jumping stab. Whee! Stab. Does get me pushed. We've got 11. So I'm going to shift to here. Then I'm going to do Hidden Blade and slash on this enemy. So now they've got 9 bleed and 7 health, which will take them out. And then security comes up on me. So I counter stab, and then front kick. They won't get to counterattack me. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to shove you over there so that you're away from anything that gets you damaged by getting knocked over. And then you've got 24. So quick block. Big hit. You push me. And then you've used up your auto attack. So now you've got a bunch of bleed on you, and we're done. So I have to protect the ambassador, and there's some security, and they've got the walkie-talkies, the goatees. Getting shoved against the wall is pretty fun. I mean, like, not actually fun, but the interactability with the environment is a big plus here. Yep, a lot of the things where you're not attacking and you're not defending, but it's like, give yourself a bonus in the future, or like gain a dodge. That all becomes like kind of preparatory body language, which looks really fun in the replay. Got some physics weirdness there that time when the biker enemy went down. Okay. So we did not complete it within 6 turns, but we did get our health back, protecting the ambassador. Manic dash, down, cannot be pushed. I'm not in love with any of these, actually. So I think I'm just going to skip it. I'm going to go to the gym, and then let's see what I can upgrade with 65. It was barely more than I had last time. Counter stab. I can upgrade counter stab. That goes up to 12 block and 4 damage and 5 bleeding. So I'm going to do that. It makes it a lot more likely to get used and improves my defense. And then we've got the big enemy who does the spinny punch, and you attack up to 2 squares away, and you've got the gun. So I've got a head smash, which I can use immediately. Block. Let's see, heavy strike just takes you all the way out. So then I'm going to shift over here, rather than taking the hit, because the scratch wouldn't get bleed on you. So this enemy is a problem because it gives all the other enemies block, and my bleed stuff needs to hit enemies that don't have block. So I'd be well advised to take this enemy out first. You don't counter, you don't counter, and neither of you auto attack. So we hit, we swap. So you're going to punch this this fellow. And now we're going to do, again, our Hidden Blade combo, which is very nice. Put a bunch of bleed on. We will then get attacked. Because that enemy went first, only I got hit, which is a big bummer. So these are both attacking at range of 2. You're on turn 3. Well, let's go ahead and do a jump stab over here, which gets me out of the other attacker's range. We get the dodge, get jolt, and then we do a keep. And I'm going to shift over here. I want to work toward being able to pick or push enemies out of there. Ooh, 11 bleed. That's very good. So you've got 2 bleed on you, which is not so much. So shove is left or right. You have 12, you have 25. So if I can put some damage on you, you might bleed out this turn, but I don't know that I have enough to do that. So instead, I'm going to go over here and focus on you. And then some slash. Then I'm going to shove you over here so you're not attacking me. Got 13 left, or 13 health and 9 bleed on me. So we get all that. So if I move back and then do a jumping stab, it will put a bunch of damage on them, but then this enemy is not going to be, they're not going to get knocked out. So I'm going to, instead I'm going to shift over here. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I need to, I want to get to here. So I'm going to do my free movement first, and then my shift, and then jolt, quick block, and then I want to do jumping stab so that I get the bleed through to this enemy, and then shoot you. So you're out, and then this enemy will bleed out, and this enemy will be left. Okay, so I've got 3 turns to finish this enemy. You are there, so if I... Yeah, my mouse is being frustrating. So... No, that doesn't work because then I'm just not even in the fight. Let's go over here. Let's pop, scratch for some bleed. And then kick you out of the way. Unfortunately, I can't use head smash this turn because I couldn't figure out how to make the move work. So. Go up here, and then let's finish you off with my Hidden Blade 3-punch combo favorite. Whoop. So before I started this run, I didn't really have a sense of how much bleed will I need to put on enemies to be able to have the bleed kind of really burn them down. And I feel like now I'm getting a much better sense of that. The Hidden Blade 3-hit combo, you know, that's 9 bleed. You can get another 8, I think, from the leaping knife stab. Yeah, bleed really changes things because I can put a bunch of bleed on an enemy and then leave them alone for a while and focus damage on other people, and then by the time I come back to them, they've already lost so much health like this enemy had. Oh no! We frozen? Or did it just stop because... Huh! Well, let's quit replay. Hey, that works great! I'm glad that quit replay is an option. Very good job, designers. I appreciate you. Ready up, add 2 conditioning. Next time you gain block, gain 50% extra block. Or combo counter. So it's all defense here. Deal 8 damage plus 2 combo. Let's go into counter. Like, bleed counter seems like it could be interesting. Okay, so you're shooting over from there. You are auto-attacking, and you're a shover. So if I combo counter now, you'll hit me for 9 total. And then let's do this. And let's see, I can shift over here, and then that's too many. So that's going to be another 9 because I'm up against the wall. And I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and shift all the way over there. And unfortunately, I did not do anything to make this enemy want to shoot me. So this is fun. I would need a vault attack to get to this enemy in one go because of being on the other side of this motorcycle. So that's a good bit of tactics from them. You have 15 left. So unfortunately, my head smash does 14. It does do 1 per combo. So if I caltrops, can I move to the other side of you? No. So I was thinking, if I use caltrops, does that count as a combo? But then if it counts as a combo, does it count as an action that this enemy will auto attack? Because the only move that I have, well, I guess I can shift. So I shift here and you don't turn around. Great. So if I puncture you and then do the head smash, now you're done. Okay. And then that's the turn. I need to get to this briefcase in 5 turns. That's not too bad. So we're going to move here. We're going to swap. Nope. I see that I had a front kick. So instead, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to kick you out of the level. Kick! Because that's very fun. I'm going to gain a dodge, because I go here, and you're going to auto-attack me. And then I'm going to snap strike. And I'll take a little bit from that push. But I put the damage on you. I'm going to shift to here. And then I'm going to, let's see, let's do some damage first. Punch. Slash. And shove you over here so that you attack that enemy. Okay. And then I've got this, you've got 25 health. Well, let's get the briefcase first, so we don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to go over here, use my block, hit you with a big hit, do a heavy strike, and then I'm going to dodge. Okay. Just dodge. Dodge is only this turn, because I don't still have the dodge icon, which is like the invisible meeple. 24-6. Well, this is just free, so you're done. And then I shift here, snap strike, 3-punch combo, and front kick. And you get knocked against the wall, and we're done. Okay. We fight the bikers. I see that this one, the security has the, like, chain wallet dealy. Slip is one of my favorite move cards. Just being able to go behind an enemy really changes your ability to traverse the battlefield the way that, or for me, it means that I can traverse the battlefield the way that I want to. Again, I get to use the same thing, get out of trouble, get around an enemy that auto attacks. Jump stab. Okay, so we got briefcase and the quick board bonus, or the quick finish bonus. Combo is uncapped. I don't know that I build combo up fast enough for that to be a thing. I think redraw it I will go for though. You discover the presence of an underground fight ring. You see an opportunity to earn some extra spending money. So I could maybe game. Yeah, thanks for coming by. See you later. Take part in the fight club, 75% chance earn 50 pounds, 25% gain long-term injury. Ignore the fight club and rest. See how you get on in the ring. So let's rest for some health. And then I guess I'll go to the gym here. I've got 95. Main town combo is not lost with movement this turn, but it costs 1. Ponder. Discard them one, then draw 2. 95. Caltrops becomes 3 bleed instead of 2. Hidden Blade becomes 6 bleed. So Hidden Blade, if I upgrade this, then my the 3-punch combo plus Hidden Blade becomes really, really mighty. But I can also just increase the damage on that, which is more universal. 75. So if I do something that's 70, and I could do 70 and a 20. Jab just goes up by 2 damage. Scratch. Scratch goes up to 8 bleeding if they have no block. Shove does damage, so let's do shove. And I thought there was a 35. Oh, not bad. That's fine. Might be a short stream today. Got several other things to do. I'm appearing on a panel this evening at Worldcon, for Virtual Worldcon. It's on breaking a story Hollywood style. And I spent... there have been various times over a number of years when I've thought that I wanted to get into writing for Hollywood. And if the opportunity presented itself, I would still be excited. Let's switch to you so you get shot. And then, let's see, you don't push. So let's do combo counter and a dodge so that your attack misses me, but then I should still get to counter. Yes, good. And you get shot twice. Very nice. So you're at 38, because this is just defeat the boss, so I can ignore the minions if I do it right. Oh, so I'm gonna shift by you. I'm gonna use Snap Strike to get a damage bonus, Hidden Blade, and then my 3-punch combo, which puts 12 bleed on. And you are not going to bleed out, so I will take this hit, unfortunately, which is a pretty big hit. So I've got 10 health. Well, again, I can slip by you, jolt. I maybe mess this up. Heavy strike. This does not knock you back. Quick block. Okay, let's try this again. I may not be able to win this, and that's fine because, again, like I said, possible short stream. Let's get lots of combo for free. Damage and momentum. Let's go ahead and shift. And then see what happens if I redraw. Is this going to be the same thing every time? It is, because my deck is the same. So let's roll back again. Let's do the damage we can, and then I need to go here, and then slash U, and use my jolt and a jab, and then shift here to not get shot. That's basically my only option. So then the enemy shoots the boss, which is pretty funny. The pistol, people may have done more damage to the boss than I did, honestly. So 10 versus 24. 14 versus 24. That's okay. That's a lot that I did. I guess 36 is the total of what the enemy did. 35 because of the 11. Oh, that might have been bleed. So it wasn't even them. So that's not too bad. Get a new enhancement, and we get some health back. More max health. 1 block per enemy on turn start is pretty good. Reward cards are automatically upgraded. Oh, that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna jump. Oh, okay. I have to, if I start here, then I do have to just work my way up. So I could start with a more difficult enemy and then move on, but I won't have gotten as many upgrades. Roger. May need to move my screens up because too often when I'm streaming I get a little crick in my neck because I'm looking down at these cards. It's also partially because I have glasses that are wide rather than tall, and so I have this tendency to look down instead of looking at the bottom of my glasses. And well, that's a whole bunch of information about how my brain works. So shift, it's not going to do a whole lot for me. So let's do free movement here real quick. Then slash on you. Quick block. And you've got 24, so if I do 12 and 14, you attack. Okay. You've got 10 health left. And I can do 9 damage, and then you'll bleed out. Okay, we've all got the same amount of health basically. So I'm gonna smoosh you. Swap you there. And I'll go ahead and redraw. Dodge. And a dab. So I will just dodge your one attack. It's very fun. Okay, so combo counter. Hidden blade. I think if I don't do an attack, then the hidden blade will apply to my counters, but you're going to do 12 and then you're going to do 12, and I only have 10 block. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Ten, 15. All right, I'm going to shift over there because then my counter will do the damage to you. And you're at 12 and 28. Well, first off, if we swap, then you are going to punch each other, which is good. Snap strike. And then if I hit you, you'll get funked on the wall. And then you come over here and you're doing more and more damage, but at that. So I can kick you. And then jump stab. You're at 14. Counter stab and dodge. But counter stab is less likely to take you out entirely because it adds bleed. Heavy strike will do though. Delayed gratification, scratch. I'll take the scratch. My streams this week may be a bit light because a lot of people are at Worldcon or traveling to Worldcon, and we're getting into the part of December where people just have plans, and even if they're not traveling, it maybe becomes a bit tricky. So you don't do auto attacks. You're the one who gets more damage, so let's go ahead and put damage on you, and you're the informant, right? Protect the informant. Indeed. So some scratch on you. And then I'm gonna shift over here because I want to get closer to being able to knock people out of the fight. Okay. Jolt gives me some combo. Heavy strike on you. Now you've got 4 and 4. So if I shove you over there, then I don't even have to worry about it, because then you're also going to get attacked. So that's fine. Tattoo person's going to come at me. Now I can step up. I can swap with you. I can jab. I can quick block. I can scratch. And then swoosh. Very painful. And you've got more bleed than health. So you've got a fair bit of armor. And you have auto attack. You can auto attack once per turn. Okay, got it. And now let's go ahead and do, this will just do bleed to you, right? It doesn't say that you have to, I guess it would say, I guess it does say that you have to not have any block to be able to get bled. So I'll want to be on the lookout for, so here we go, puncture. That's why this does so much less damage. Deals 2 damage and 2 bleeding, but ignores block. So we're going to shift to the other side of you and then stab you in the back. And I'm not getting attacked, so I'm going to go ahead and redraw. And then we're going to do dodge because the enemy does have a lot of block. Okay. I'm going to swap. You're going to attack me. That's fine. I'm going to do that. And that. But redraw doesn't do anything when I don't have any other cards in my hand, because I play the card and then I redraw my hand of nothing, which doesn't do me a lot. Ah, okay. And then some more stabbing. That's pretty funny. Card and health. Health is good. Rising Knee. 16 damage and push. Move into vacated tile. Ponder. Discard 1 and then draw 3. Let's do the Rising Knee. Let's go here. Let's get healed. This is a fun map. I wish you could like move up and down the stairs and then but still like knock people into them. But I think that's a little bit more than what I should come to expect for the game. You do not have auto attack. So first off, let's push you closer to the edge. Is this actually, no, only that spot as, you do 8, okay. So, move up here, counter stab. I'd love to be able to do head smash as well, but that's fine. So, oh, it moves me. That's a bummer. I can shove you over there. You don't get to counterattack. Quick block. You do push. Okay. I'll scratch you. Counter. Shoot. Okay. Stay where you are. I want to knock you out of the world. That's not happening. Stay away from that enemy. Shift over here. Blade. Then pop, pop, pop. But now you've got a bunch of bleed on you. This will take you out. That air you get on that is amazing. And then I can switch you from over here. Okay, I do move forward. Alright, I don't see this run lasting especially long. My head's not in the game. Let's get a counter. Let's shift. Shift to here, and then just caltrops. Because you will just auto attack, and that's not good for me. Shift here, shove you over there. Caltrops. Bleed for everyone! I mean, caltrops every turn definitely adds up. But I'm very boxed in. I have a block, bleeding. Okay, that's fine, whatever. So I think I'm gonna have to come back to the knife deck later on when I feel like I've got more confidence in the game, because it's cool when it's cool, but so positioning move, counter throw is fun. That's gotta be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there because I did a bonus stream on Monday and started a little bit late today, and I actually was getting good stuff done in writing, so I think I'm going to jump back in and work on my novel for a bit before I take care of the rest of what I've got to do for tonight with the con panel, and then I've got a home game. So thank you very much for everybody who came by, and it looks like I'm dropping frames. Is that happening? That's... no? Just showing up weird on the stream. Okay, I hope this is still watchable for those of you who come by and watch later on. As a reminder, my normal streaming time is Sundays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. I might move that back to starting later because it seems like more people are around in the mid and later afternoon versus early afternoon, at least in terms of the people who have come by on the stream so far. If you have a preference of when you'd love to see streams from me, please let me know. I post about all the streams over on Patreon at patreon.com/MichaelRUnderwood, or you can get in touch with me at Mike R. Underwood on Twitter. I'd really prefer Patreon because I'm trying to use Twitter less because it's very scary. And it's where nuance goes to die, unfortunately. So, again, this game is very fun. I will probably keep playing it offline and then play again this Sunday or some other time soon. I've had my eye on the Ruined King, which is like a League of Legends, more like trad RPG, almost like JRPG, like party, turn-based battle kinds of stuff. And that would be a nice variation because maybe not everybody loves roguelike deck builders, and variety is the spice of life. I don't remember actually where that quote comes from. Hopefully it's not someone who's a jerk. But you can find my schedule for Worldcon at michaelrunderwood.com. I have Breaking a Story Hollywood Style today at 7 p.m. Let's do back up to, here we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so big. How about, what if What if not so big? Okay. Ta-da! Live editing. Okay, yeah, I'm still getting used to this, to OBS. So, like I was saying, 7 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. All these are going to be Eastern Standard. Breaking a Story Hollywood style. Most everybody else on that panel has worked in TV and film, so I'm really curious to hear from them. And I'm going to be talking about working on Board and the Blade, which was like Margaret Dunlap, who's a screenwriter, kind of taught the Realm team a version of like Hollywood story breaking, and that's what we used. Then tomorrow, which is Thursday at 4 p.m., there's Building an Urban Fantasy, which I'm going to be moderating. Friday at 2:30 p.m., the best video games the last 10 years. I'm very excited about that because I'm going to be on the panel with Speculate co-host Gregory A. Wilson. Greg and I have talked about video games a fair amount. I'm curious to hear from everybody else. I've been kind of doing my pondering and machinations to think about what games I want to talk about. And then last on Saturday at 5:30 p.m., new TV from Foundation to Squid Game and beyond. And that's basically just recent stuff in TV. I've watched a little bit of Foundation. I'm hoping to maybe watch some Squid Game before the panel, but it may not happen. But I've got lots of other stuff to talk about. So that is that. And now I will say adieu. Bye.